Hello! Welcome to Bad at Board Games.
Yeah. He's bad at board games.
I'm Brad Blake.
And I'm Topher Ferguson.
And we're bad at board games, so you don't have to be.
Whew, that was rough to get through. Friends, today we are looking at some more games that are off of
be
our
your friend.
shelf.
Oh man, no. This is my favorite part of the show.
Seriously, I need some new friends. Who wants to be my friend? Do you want to be my
Go
friend?
watch the other one and watch how I make fun of him in that one. He looked like a zombie.
This is always. And I choose this.
He does.
There is a psychologist out there somewhere that's probably like, that is
self-deprecating?
Like,
is that the right term?
That's not what's going on here.
No, what's that?
No.
I'm getting that all wrong?
Yes, you are, but that's okay.
All right. Comment down below how stupid I am.
Anyways, so what we're doing today is obviously Brad's making fun of me. And while we go through that fun process of Brad making fun of me, we're going to do a rapid review series of some games that I pulled off my shelf and willingly drove all the way to my friend's house to have him make fun of me while we talk about them. So we're going to do rapid reviews. We are not diving deep into these games, although maybe some of them eventually we might do a deep dive review into.
We've played these from 1 to 10 or who knows what. There's one in here I will not play again. Will I play it again? I might play it again.
You should play it again.
I really hate this game.
There's one game in here. Well, actually, I don't know. There's some games in here I've played multiple times.
It's my second most hated game right now.
These are... I'm glad it's the second most
Might be the first most hated game.
So these are games off of my shelf, not off of Brad's shelves.
One of them was mine.
One I stole off his shelf, and it's now part of mine.
I wanted to burn it.
I wouldn't let him. It's a fantastic game.
It's a horrible, nasty game.
These are some that I might have played.
It's in the BGG top 100 of all time.
It is. It's fantastic. It's almost in the top 10 of all time.
Stick around to find out which game 10. It is that I hate so much.
Us in the top 10 of all time. So let's dive into this. So here we go into our 5 games that we're pulling off the shelf. We're going to give you our BGG rating. We're going to actually rate each other. So we're going to attempt to guess what the other person thinks of the game itself. 10-step process to rate, not 10-step process, 10 what are they called? 10 rankings.
Well, you are an alcoholic, so 10
I am not
process,
an alcoholic.
All the time. I can't. It's
why do I put up with this? So, anyways,
like you just we'll pause it, and he's like, "Got it."
What? My water?
Going crazy
from Lowe's.
It's vodka.
Yeah, no, it's not. Trust me. Trust me, it's not. I had a bad experience 20 years ago. Not doing that again. Comment
down below any local 10-step program that you can find for Toph, please.
So anyways, on to board gaming. So there's a value rating, a BGG. They have a rubric with 10 different levels on it, rating from 10 all the way down to 1.
10 being
great, outstanding.
1 is horrible.
1 is being awful. Yes.
I'm a 10. He's a 1.
I am number 1 in somebody's books.
You are number 1.
Goodness gracious. So here we go.
First game.
Moving on. This is an older game, but it's one that is a little bit newer to Brad and I. I've wanted this for a very long time and finally pulled the trigger, what, a year ago? Something like that. Race for the Galaxy.
Ask him who wins.
So Race for the Galaxy is a card game where you are utilizing a great method of trying to figure out what action you want to take. And then you are trying to defeat the opponent.
You did say try.
I
have not.
Okay, so I have not yet won this game. At least not against Brad. But it is a fun game.
Things that I enjoy. So
yeah.
I think he's gonna. I'm sorry. So fun. There's some games that I win at, and it makes me laugh.
And there's some games that he does not.
There's Brass Birmingham. Hate him. 1 point.
Yeah, you haven't won that game yet.
No, I have not won at Brass Birmingham, no matter how good I am.
Yes.
How great I'm doing at it. There's be 1 or 2 points.
There's a reason this channel is called Bad at Board Games, and it's not Toph. So, Race for the Galaxy, I will say I have not won against Brad yet with this game, but I do enjoy it a lot. So what do you think I rate?
I think you're going to say it's a 7.
Okay.
I mean, it could be an 8, but I think, we've played it. I know we both like it. but I don't know if you're going to. You're going all the way to an 8 with it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do halves, so I'm just going to stick at a 7.
Can I do halves? Am I
You can
allowed
do
to
whatever you want, but I'm probably not. I'm not going to say a half.
Okay.
I'm trying to stick right.
So.
Not be nice. Like the halves almost make me feel like it really should be the lower side, and we're trying to be nice. So I'm just trying to like hit a solid number.
I like rubrics, but there's sometimes that you have to go in between two numbers.
I've always done that, and now I'm trying to be mean on myself.
Okay. I'll be happy to help you. Yeah. So I think with this game here, I think you're going to say it's a 7. I think you're going to say a 7. I think you think it's a good game. I've not really heard you recommend it or suggest that I bring it back. So.
Well, but that's also, we have a lot of games, but we'll get into that.
We have too many games.
Yeah. So final answers.
Yeah. So you think I say 7. I think you say 7.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 7.5. Okay.
I think it's an 8. I do think I think it's a fun game. It plays under 30 minutes. It was interesting to learn. Like, and I think you said when you were trying to learn it to teach me the rules, you were like, it's a little squirrely. The first,
I can't say the rule book is good.
Yeah.
But it's not a hard game to really.
Once you start getting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason why I have wanted this game for a while and didn't know much about it. I just knew I liked the puzzly nature of how people talk about the game, the play of the game. And then Terraforming Mars came around and changed my life, and absolutely love that game. And then Ares Expedition came out, and it was okay. I like it. It's in, it's not my top 10, but it's up there. I really like to solo that game. And the thing that's Ares Expedition that everybody compares it to is the mechanic in this one of action selection. And so I was like, well, if I like Terraforming Mars and I like the action selection in Ares Expedition, but nothing else about that game, maybe I'll like this game here. And that's why I picked it up. And I will say it has exceeded my expectations. I do like this more than Ares Expedition, although I just got all the expansions, the Kickstarter expansion. So maybe that's going to change. Maybe I'll like that one more. I now want to play Roll for the Galaxy, though.
Yeah.
Get the dice chucking into it.
Yeah, that one I'm not interested in the role for whatever reason.
I know, but
you would
people
think I would
rate it
because
higher than this.
Yeah, so I mean, I need to try it. I shouldn't badmouth something I haven't tried. But I do it all the time.
You do. There's a lot of iconography in this game, so if you are not one to want to have to deal with iconography, you may not like it. But I think the mechanics of it are stellar. I think it plays well. It plays quick. It's not a long game, which is why I don't mind playing it and losing every single game.
And I think it's more strategic too than tactical.
Yeah.
I mean, things aren't changing that drastically.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're
so
not.
I think it's more on that's probably why I'm a little bit more on the win side, the win side right now against Toph. But, like he's really good at like adjusting. I'm really good at, okay, I'm going to do this and implementing. Yeah.
Brad gets planted out and then utilizes every single part of that planet to be able to win. Whereas,
But I like the game. Yeah, I haven't asked for it, but it's just because we have so many games. I haven't had a chance to play Ares Expedition. It was moving when he got that, and then painting and all those other kind of fun things. So I haven't had a chance. I do want to play Ares. I think that would be my Terraforming Mars that I think I would like. I think because I'm not a fan of Terraforming Mars. So.
But it does have more tactical play.
That's
with the
right. There might be another game that's below the one I don't like.
I'm going home. I'm just done.
Not anytime I can just take a jab.
Surrounded by board games, I can't even get out of here. He has locked me in his basement. Y'all, please help me.
Always take
please
a jab.
Send food. Send whatever you can. I really can't get out. Like anyway. Awesome. So let's go on to another game. This is a beautiful, fun little game of cuddly animals, dinosaurs, and destroying every single else that's around. Evolution, the beginning. There are other evolutions out there. This is probably the simplest of them. This is the simplest of the ones that I've played. I have not played all of the evolution series. I have the regular evolution. I like this. This is the one I pull out more. This is a fun game. Your wife likes this game.
She does, but then when I went over and ate her little animal, she was not very happy with me.
So if you're not familiar with Evolution, the beginning, we're just going to talk about this one. You are developing dinosaurs, so you are giving them traits and you are giving them population, but then as you do that, you have to feed the populations, otherwise the populations will die. And some of those traits are herbivores, and some of them are carnivores. And the carnivores have to eat other animals, your own or other people's, and you're never going to kill your own dinosaurs.
So when you go and make a flying reptile that is a carnivore,
that dinosaur is going to start eating everybody else.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
So this is the one Take That game that he actually likes.
I really do like this. I can't tell you how many gameplays I have of this game. I have friends that will never play this game again. I have friends that almost do not talk anymore because of this game.
Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, it's Take That. So realize that it's going to be Take That.
It doesn't have to be.
It's going to be Take That.
This is a game that you could easily pull out as a family and play. And yes, the carnivores will die if they don't.
Somebody's going to be eating the other dinosaur.
But you don't have to be like Brad, where your whole gameplay thought is, let me destroy Toph and others. So it doesn't have to be. And I said and others.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously, I'm probably at the top of that list.
A lot of fun at 4.
It is.
I think this is another one where I call it my party game. Like, I want to play it at max player count because it's more fun. It's more.
This is the social night.
More bad things are going to happen to everybody, not just me, against everybody else.
Well,
so
and
it's fun.
The food supply is a little bit more tense when you've got so many people playing, and it's not as fun just playing 2. I would not ever really want to play it 2 again. But 3 and 4 definitely is a lot of fun, and 4 definitely. This is max. This is social night. This is when you're sitting down. You don't want to actually really commit to thinking through a lot of games. This is one of the first ones that I end up pulling off the shelf.
Yep. So I think you're going to say it's an 8. A lot of that to get to an 8.
Wow. Interesting.
I think you like it.
I might have actually rated it an 8 on BGG. I think you're going to give it a. I'm going to go 7 again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
7.
8.
We're flip flopped on that one.
Yeah. I think this game's great. I haven't gotten to bought it because he has it, but like you said, like when you don't want this super serious game and you want to play something in 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a fun game. This is a go-to game in my opinion.
Yeah, and the reason why I think I like this over Evolution is that this game is such a lighter version of it. Like, it's a truncated version. With Evolution, you have player boards that you are showing your population and your different things, traits on. And you've got all these rules onto how you're putting your traits out. Like, it's more of a game. This is not as
more
much
chunky.
of a gamer game. This is a very quick, social, fun little lightweight game. And I don't think this game, for me, it doesn't warrant becoming a gamer's game or a chunky game. It's just fun. It's just mad fun. So yeah, I've heard Oceans is really good. And they've got like the climate edition that you can add on, or actually a standalone climate game. They've got all these things that make it a little bit more. I just don't think, for me, it doesn't need it. So yeah.
Good as is.
It is.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. We could wait. You want to do it at the end?
Let's wait. Let's make it a secret which one I don't like.
Yeah, he doesn't like this one either.
That's
Tom
not
Lehman's
completely true.
Res Arcana.
People love this game. I'm probably going to get flamed for this one too.
He probably is. So Res Arcana, I honestly, probably the biggest reason why I bought this is Jeff from Foster the Meeple talked about this game all the time. I love the idea of this game.
Lige from Leisure Games talked about this one too.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, that's definitely another one. Yeah. I mean, this game gets around. People are talking about it. It's been on YouTube for a while. It's a game that I've seen a bunch of different places. So I finally broke down and bought it. And I really thought you were going to like it a lot. And that first game,
we played it a couple times.
We have. Yes, we have. And the last time we played, we definitely both.
It went up from where we.
Yes, from what we both initially thought.
I don't think either one of us cared too much for it the first time.
I definitely liked it a lot more than you did.
That's for sure.
I would say,
but you wouldn't have said
I would say on your first play, on our first play, because we've played this. I've played this with others as well, but you and I have played it first, and you and I have played it the last. No, actually, I lie. You and I have played it. Never mind. Whatever. First time we played it
a few times
for both of us. I would say that you would have rated this a 4.
The first time, yeah. I would say it was a 4.
Yeah. And I'm going to go on a limb and say after our last play of the game, you are rating it a 6.
Okay. I would say you'll say you like it more than me, but not by much. I would say it's a 7 for you.
Okay.
I don't think it's an 8.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3,
7.
6. So, yeah.
I actually have it as a 7.5 on MBGG. So yeah, I don't think it's quite an 8. I do want to see what the expansions add into it, but I don't feel like I like it enough or want the expansions enough to actually buy them. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But if you guys have played this game, let me know what the expansions are like. If you enjoyed them, or if you like, are they critical? Do they add enough to it to make it more fun? I don't know. But I do like it. I see so much more of the strategic or the tactical play in it after our final games, and you know,
it's a good game. I think you're going to like it or not. I would rather play Seven Wonders Duel than this. They're not anywhere near the same time frame. You know, I would rather play Seven Wonders Duel if I had to choose. So
if you're wondering
why
he's,
both, actually.
I was gonna say, if you're wondering why he's comparing it to Seven Wonders Duels, because every time we've played this, we've also played Seven Wonders Duel at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because it's a filler-ish kind of game. So, and I like filler games, but this isn't one. I have a lot of filler games that this doesn't make my list.
Yeah, I don't call this necessarily a filler game, but time-wise, it kind of does fit into that shorter. We play so many games that are like 2, 3, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's still half an hour.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
Half an hour or less is like, I don't know. Doesn't take at 2 players.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Awesome.
2 more left, and the worst one yet to come.
This one's not the worst one. I think you like this one. So this is Fantastic Factories, and I picked this up recently. I was out in Denver. I think I picked this up in Denver.
You know, there's a trend now. When he goes and buys a game at a game store because he's on a trip or something and then brings it back for me to play, guess who wins?
Not me. Not me.
I think I may be batting 1,000 for the games that you go out and buy and think are neat at the local gaming stores.
Games that I'm really
and he brings back and like, oh, I'm really excited about this game, and then he loses.
You know, another one I bought in Denver that I've not yet won at.
Redlands.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what made me realize. I'm like, we just talked about that. It's like when he goes out and does something, he's losing.
Which is why this last trip that I took and I went to a gaming store, I bought a solo game.
That's funny.
And then think about it, that was my subconscious telling me what game I needed to purchase.
I don't want to buy another game that Brad will beat me at. Solo.
But I enjoy it, even though I have mainly lost. I don't know if I've won. I don't know if I've beat you in this. I've won this game, but I don't think I've won against you.
That's right.
I might have won it solo. Fantastic Factories.
That's so nice.
Thanks. Yes. I need to do another top 10 solo video solo, so Brad's not there to make fun of me while I make the video.
Well, I can still make fun of him when I edit it.
Yeah, all you want. So Fantastic Factories, dice-driven, dice placement-ish.
Upgradability building or not?
It is an engine building.
Right?
Yeah, it is engine building because you're using the blueprints and the
cards you have that let you go and get more stuff.
Yeah, and you're trying to work through what you got on your player board.
It's a fun puzzle
to help you through it. It is. I think of this as a puzzle game.
Yeah. When you got this, I thought it was something else, and I can't remember which one I thought it was. But I enjoyed this when we played it. So.
Yeah. Did I tell you I bought an expansion for it?
No.
Yeah, so I bought an expansion, and it was one of the Game Nerds days or something, and I was like, oh, this is good. You know, we like this game. We don't pull it all the time, but it would be good to add a little bit of variant into it. And so I found they have quite a handful of expansions, and I found the one that I was like, that one's perfect. That's what I thought I was buying. No, I bought the Sabotage version. Even worse.
I'm never going to bring that out to play with Brad.
I know. And I've already shuffled it in before I realized what it was. I was like, oh, I'll just shuffle it. Now I'm like, I'm not going to go through the time to pull the... Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now I want to play it again.
So, let's talk about some ratings.
I think you like it. This gets into the point where, like, you know, I haven't played it a lot. That's why we haven't. You know, so is it the newness factor or whatever for me? But I think you think it's good and you're willing to play it. I still don't know if you think it's an 8. So
I think you think it's an 8.
I think you think it's a 7.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3,
7.
8. Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah. And so, like, you know, this is one of the reasons we're doing these rapid reviews. So it's more of just like,
yeah,
we need to play it more. If we're going to review it. We'd have it played more often, but,
yeah, it's fun.
I think it's fun.
I do want to pull it back out.
I can understand why people like it and why they get it. You know, like, you know, it's not top 100 BGG, whatever, but, you know, there's a lot of Kickstarter. I'd rather have this than a lot of Kickstarters.
I'd rather have this than a lot of Kickstarters that you bought. Yeah. So, that's a fun game. Fantastic Factories.
Now the not one.
Now.
The not.
The game that sat on Brad's shelf until I stole it and took it home, and now it permanently will be on my shelf. I was
very excited to get this because I was in, and I still kind of am, trying to get by and play between the two of us, top 100, right? And so we started with the top 10.
Yeah, and this was at the time on the top 10. It has fallen out of the top 10, but...
And I would say we've played now almost all but one of the top 20, 25, something like that. So, you know, for
probably
what it's
more
worth.
than that, but yeah.
But yeah. So this one was a big failure for me.
Through the Ages, a new story of civilization.
He claims it didn't take 8 hours to play. I am pretty much set that it was daylight when we started it, not daylight when we ended.
So I don't mind 8-hour games. I like 2nd edition Arkham Horror. Okay, so
I like Twilight Imperium.
So Brad, if I understand this right, you had never played a Civilization game.
Right.
Okay, so that's number 1, strike against it. You learned the rules, you taught it to me, and you overlooked the quick play first time you play, take out this entire era of cards.
Well, we decided we were board game reviewer people, and we were going to just, why would we stop at 2 ages? We are going to play all of it.
And if you do not play Civilization games, if you are not somebody who has done that, for one, your first gameplay is going to be downright awful. That's just, it is what it is. Learning Civilization, it's probably like when I at some point, because I probably will, play a game of Warhammer, I'm going to hate my first game. I might also hate every single game after that, but I am definitely going to probably hate that first game. And Civilization games are that way. You're not going to like your first game, and especially if you're not used to it and you're playing against somebody who's tactical, can kind of play off of the new cards coming out. I can see where you got steamrolled and you did not like it.
I don't even know if I felt like I was getting steamrolled. It's just like, why won't this game end?
Because it's a Civilization game and you're going through multiple eras.
Why won't it end? Why isn't it over yet?
Because 1,000 years ago was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and it felt like 1,000-year game.
This is not a game I want to pull out every day to play. I will say that.
You'll have to get a new friend.
Apparently I will. And I'm looking for one anyways. Do you hear how he treats me and talks to me?
Comment down below if you'd like to be my friend.
Well, thanks. Thanks. Throw Toph to the side. Here, take Through the Ages and leave. I see how you are. Yeah, thanks, friend.
If you don't like this game, we can be friends.
So, I'm curious to know if you guys have played this game and what you think about it. This is a heavier weight game. It's a Civilization game, and it's not just a quick civ. Like, I talk about Civilization: A New Dawn. I have played Sid Meier's Civilization, the board game adaptation. It's a long game. Like, this is a long game, and it slogs through, but it is more of a board game. This is a card game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily want to say that I like this more than Sid Meier's Civ. I do like this more than Civilization: A New Dawn.
Mm.
There's a lot of depth, a lot of complexity in this game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, it takes a long time to do anything.
It has neat things in it.
Mm-hmm.
I just, for the neat things in it, I just wanted to get to it. And I'm hoping, like, I want to like a game like this. You got me Mosaic, the retail version, which I would recommend, versus the all blown out, and it's beautiful. I've seen that giant thing of Mosaic at Gen Con for the last 3 years. But I don't know if I like a Civ game. So I'm hoping that one, they've ironed out a lot of the things about Civ games and make it something accessible to me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
You need to play A New Dawn. You haven't played that yet. Because when we played that at Game Group, you were playing
got
something
through it
else
in a couple hours, just like we did with our other game.
And if you don't like Mosaic, my last hope of getting you to like
would be
Civ
New
games,
Dawn, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, A New Dawn, but and let me know if you guys have played this, but Stonemeyer's Tapestry, which is a Civ game, but it's a little lighter and at the same time a little bit more complex.
That's very divisive too.
It is.
That's the one that's like 50-50, right?
As is this. Yeah, it is. So. I don't think true Civilization players really enjoy Tapestry so much as people who are not big into Civ games finding that niche of, okay, well, here's a little bit of a Civ game to match the itch. But yeah. So anyways.
So comment down below. Do you agree with me?
We didn't do our ratings.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I think you're saying this is a 4.
Not so good, but
okay, maybe I take that back. I think it's a 3 for you. Bad. Likely won't play this again.
So you better reread those. Well, you're at least a 7. I'm just going to stay at 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
8.5.
It's not an 8.5.
I think it is. There is so much depth and complexity in this, and there's so much more to explore that I've not had a chance to. So, yeah. So there we go.
People
now we
who
can
love
do
it,
the
love
ending.
it. People who don't.
Yeah. Well, and I think Alex, Board Game Co. Alex Radcliffe, right?
I think he's in the middle.
What he ends up saying about this is he wants to play it twice a year and be done with it. And I can agree with that. I can understand that.
One of our subscribers, and he's got a bigger channel than us. Oh, he's always doing the solo playthroughs. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of your channel right now. But this is like his number 2 or number 1 game. But he plays it a lot online. So a lot of that setup's all done. I tried to play it online, but once again, it's like some of the online games things are so small.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see it to be able to like have a strategy.
You need to screencast your phone to the TV.
Or something. Yeah. So it's just kind of, I could, if you ever want to try this, try the app first.
Good thing is this isn't an overly expensive
No, it's
game
not.
to
It's
get
really
into.
not that expensive.
I mean, Tapestry is, I think, 80 or 90. So this is almost half that price. So, but
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. We can't do this all the time. We're going to run out of games, but we're going to start sprinkling in some games that we keep buying games and we're just not going to be able to review them all and at the pace in which we buy them because he's an alcoholic and I'm a game alcoholic.
Not an alcoholic. Goodness gracious. Not at all. Goodness gracious.
See how defensive he gets.
See how he treats me?
This is great.
This is
comment down below. Tell me if you would like me to make Toph uncomfortable at every one of these, please let me know. I'll do it anyway.
I'm taking my games and going home.
No, you're not.
I am. Have a good night.
No matter how you play, whether you play solo, with family, or friends.
Friends? Really? Enjoy whatever games you are bringing to the table.
Have a good night.